checked a couple of them. Hey, good morning. This is Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Thank God.
Yeah, this week, even though we weren't here Monday, the week seemed really long.
Yeah, I was always off by one day.
Yeah, I was too.
Even though I worked on Monday, because it wasn't a holiday Monday for me. It was just we weren't here on Monday.
Yeah, and I worked on Monday too when I got back, but it is a
So
weird
you
week.
didn't get back till Monday either?
Yeah, Monday. We drove back. I got back about
You're welcome.
11:30. Yeah, thank you. we got one extra morning at the campsite, which a little coffee, a little breakfast, say goodbyes, pack up, go.
That's what we did, but I was like, man, we hit more traffic on Monday on the way home than
Really?
we normally do on Sunday on the way home.
Crazy.
Or a holiday weekend, yeah. Well, because everybody's going to work.
Yeah, we were on the other side of the mountain. No traffic at all. It was like everybody was taking the day off.
Yeah, we came. The 108's not that way. It's always busy.
Oh, I know.
108. Yeah. All right. You can go first. You got numbers.
I got numbers. I'll click on the right one this time.
I'll use the left one.
Okay, that's the right one.
September 13th.
Hey, the week ending. That was last week. Man.
It's amazing they don't. All of our numbers are always backward looking.
Yeah. Well, that's how the world works. We can only talk about the past. We can't talk about the future. We can fantasize. 502 closed sales per day ending that week. Wow, that's very little. We keep declining through the year. 560.
Don't worry, it's going to go up.
I think it is too. I really do. This is the lull before the storm.
I mean, the rates have not, and we'll get into that. Rates have not improved like everybody thought they would.
You and I didn't think that.
I'm talking to everybody else out there. The people who don't do this on a normal basis, they buy a house once every 4 years or 10 years. They're the ones who thought.
There is still the misunderstanding that the Fed overnight rate is going to change interest rates but automatically.
Right. But the positive thing is your clients call you.
That is good.
That is the positive.
That is good. Hey, I hear the rates are being reduced. Can we go buy? Yeah, we can absolutely go buy. 693 new listings per day during that week in California. So that's not bad. No. We were in the middle of the year. We were in the 8s and 7s most weeks. Usual. The only realtors who are working a quarter of the
it's 1 in 4 pretty much.
Yeah,
and on everything.
Yep.
1 out of 4 agents closed the property, entered escrow, and listed the property. They were the same agents.
The week
before.
The
other 3 are the ones who didn't have anything still.
Yeah. But look at that. 44.8% of the population, realtor population, thinks listings will be up. That's down 2%, but that's up.
Always been
the last few weeks.
They're just so used to clicking their heels.
Yeah, they are.
No place like home.
No place like home. No place like your home.
All right. What do I have today? There was something I wanted to say, but I was going to interrupt you on what you were talking about, those numbers.
It was about the Fed, wasn't it? About interest rates?
We'll just keep going.
Okay.
It'll come back to me. Let's see where we're at. Dow's down only $10 today.
That means it'll be up later today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything. They were talking, and we'll get into it in a second. Fed's talking about how tariffs is still causing the problem, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, it's the courts that are still causing the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah. If the people didn't take people to court, it wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
So the 10 years up 2 basis points today. It's in at 4.13. By the way, before the bond things would change this week when they raised, lowered short-term interest rates, we were 4.4. So
it has come down a little bit?
Opposite.
4.4, you're at 4.17. You mean 4.04?
We're at 4.04.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you for
that.
That's
okay.
I'm glad you're there for that.
I'm here for something.
Rates still are better, today by 1 basis point.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think they're starting to eat into that additional money that's in there as the premium.
The buffer.
Yeah, that they're starting to take that away. I think that's what's really going on. I'll know more someday.
Probably Monday.
Each day that we talk, I'll know more.
Yes. Each day is a report. We'll know more.
Yeah, that's right. Right now they're saying to float if you don't. I'm just like, if you're happy with it. I looked at a guy that last month he was 6.625.
Yeah.
And there was some cost for that. Today he was 6.5 with a lot less with no cost.
No cost.
Yeah, exactly. So it just depends on, again, what are you doing? 20% down. What's your FICO score? What's the loan amount? So people don't understand the difference between a $200,000 loan amount and $400,000 is a different in rate. And they're going, why? because that's how that works.
Yes.
Because I can make this. So if we have to do $200,000 loans to make 400,000, that's twice as much cost. If we do one $400,000 loan, it's less cost. You follow what I'm getting at?
2 loans.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's,
Yes,
so if you look on,
loan.
once we start seeing advertisements again on TV, which we will eventually, and everybody's going to tell everybody refinance now. Speaking of that, I saw my numbers for 2020, 2021, and 2022. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
No wonder I did so well those years.
Yeah.
The volume I did was, and
Me too.
Now I know why everybody was like, hey, come work for us. You sure you don't want to move?
Yeah. We were talking about that in the office the other day. And so I went back and looked at my 21, 22, 23 numbers, and I'm like, oh my God, I was busy.
Yeah, those 3 years was about as much as I've done the whole time. I'm just kidding. All right, some numbers that came out today. Rent and shelter costs was released. Cotality. I finally freaking figured out how to say that word.
Cotality.
It went from CoreLogic to Cotality. Why don't you make it even harder for me?
Yeah.
We're going to change the name so Ed Parcaut can't say it on the show.
Because it's got many syllables.
That's right. They show a modest 0.2 month-over-month increase in rents for July, well below the typical 0.7 historical average. Year-over-year rent growth slowed sharply from 2.9% to 2.3%.
Okay.
The question is, everybody asks, why does this matter? And Ed, why do you keep telling me this stuff? Well, real-time rent data is what's used in the inflation reporting. So with these numbers right now, core CPI would be 0.5% lower in their numbers, and core PCE would be 0.3 lower in their numbers. That shows with inflation going forward, and that's what we want. We want inflation to keep going down.
Wigwam, TP, and a yurt.
Yeah, something like that.
0.3.
Minneapolis Fed President Neil Kashkari, there, I knew I'd get it out there.
Kashkari.
Yeah. Told CNBC this morning that shelter costs are expected to continue to fall, kind of what I just said. He remains confident that inflation will hit 2%, though he blames tariffs for the slowing that process. I blame people suing about the tariff
because it's slowing down the tariff.
Put it to
solution.
November. Yeah. Because right now, all the countries that were going to sign and be done are going, we're waiting till November. Because if they say it's illegal,
we don't have to sign.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He also noted the softening labor market. Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't. Who else? You'd be stupid to do it.
No. I mean the courts.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, it's not the courts. It's the people who sued.
Yeah.
Whoever those left-leaning people are.
You mean those Democrats? Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
I did.
But I'm sure it's somebody who, anyway, I just say, let this stuff go and just move it on. All right. What else do we have? Leading economic indicator. The Conference Board's leading economic indicator fell by 0.5 in August, hitting an 11-year low. So that means the 2025 GDP forecast is 1.6% growth, aligning with Fed projections, but slow, but not recessionary. So what they're seeing is we're not going to be booming. We are slowing down. Kind of like we've been saying, we're going to start seeing the slow thing happening.
A soft landing.
Yeah. It's funny. It's a little mortgage rate roller coaster. Despite the Fed cut, mortgage rates rose by 15 basis points. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. The 10-year Treasury yield now hovering around 4.10, which is now 4.139. Why the uptick? Stronger than expected retail sales, jobless claims, and manufacturing data are keeping yields elevated. What do you know what is the funniest thing is? They always say, okay, 2025 mortgage rate forecast.
Okay.
You know what it's been in January?
What?
5.75 to 7.25. You know what it is today?
5.75 to 7.25.
The 10-year range for the 10-year bond.
Yeah.
3.80 to 4.70. Guess what it was earlier in the year?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Well,
bottom line,
somebody's going to be right.
Well, bottom line, we're going to eventually get there. And if you're not in a house by then, you're going to be crying.
You're not going to be in the house by then after.
Yeah. All right. So there's I ran into this with one of my clients who brought in a lot of money into title a couple months ago. And they were like, we have this new law from the FinCEN. That's the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network.
Okay.
That requiring title companies to report all cash related deals.
Okay.
Well, the lady's like, well, I think we have to, do this extra stuff for this 30,000, whatever the number was. Well, no. Okay. It's for only all cash deals.
Because not cash down payment, just cash deals.
Yeah. Okay. Where with us, we have to verify every cash deposit that's over a certain percentage because we want to make sure it's not Al Qaeda and anything else. Title companies only have to do all cash offers.
Okay.
Right. So if you bring in $500,000 to buy a place, guess what drug dealers were doing? That's how they were buying real estate and then cleaning their stuff. So I have no problem with this. If you have to sign something where the cash came from.
Right. Came from my uncle. He's dead.
But the question would be, if it's already an account and seasoned, why do you need to?
Hey, interesting.
You understand?
Probably, but it's like, let's make it a really tight net so we catch everything.
Yeah.
Instead of I'm just saying,
if you've already had it seasoned in a bank account, that means it's been looked at by that bank. Because if it's suspicious, unless you're in a bank that's very, there are some banks out there that are not the most, and they take money.
Upright.
Yeah, they take money, but that doesn't mean all of them will.
Yeah, true. I don't know the answer.
Anyway, so what they did is they sued the certain Fidelity National Financial.
Okay.
Sued FinCEN, saying that it was irreparable harm and excess compliance costs.
Okay.
And the FinCEN disagrees, arguing that the rule only affects 11% of transactions. And FNF has compiled with similar orders before, so costs will be passed on consumers, not absorbed by the title companies. The rule will go in effect December 1st, 2025, unless they block it. Long story short, if you're doing a cash transaction, just understand you're going to have to fill out a form.
Yeah.
And if you have to pay $100, whatever it is. When I do a refinance for somebody, I got to pay $225 for the affordable housing fee.
Right.
And where does that affordable housing fee go? It went right recently and to do a recall, not a recall, but the
gerrymandering.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
It's help pay for the bill 50.
And Bill, you can check that. Okay.
Yeah. Bill Phillips.
I'm sure he will, because
he's very bright.
Yeah, he is a really smart guy.
Yeah.
He was in the oil business long time ago. Then he's over in the Bay Area as a mortgage guy, and then he supposedly retired. So now he just sits there, make sure I say the right things.
Yeah. So there's a bill.
Yeah, the new senior protection bill. They're trying to put a bill into Congress, bipartisan legislature. It's the Financial Exploitation Prevention Act.
Okay.
Would allow financial institutions to delay suspicious transactions for up to 25 business days, designed to combat the 1.9 billion in annual losses from senior targeted scams.
Yeah.
Applies to people 65 plus with 65 plus, older or with disabilities.
Okay.
And empowers banks, brokerages, and mutual funds to protect their customers.
Well, that actually sounds like a nice bill.
It is, but it's going to be messed up.
Oh, it's going to be screwed up. Yeah, but
because the government is doing it.
It sounds like the intention is good.
Yeah, but that's the worst thing when the government has intention. Then it gets
I'm here
changed.
to help.
Yeah.
I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
I only got one more thing, then we'll get out of here. Or two more, actually.
I got four.
So right now, the real cost of selling a home in 2025.
Yeah.
What do you think sellers expect to pay when they sell their house? In their head, what do you think they think the cost really is?
The closing costs?
Just in general, when they go to sell their house. If I'm going to sell my house,
probably 2.5%.
No, just give me it's a number.
Oh, God, you got to have a sales price first.
Well, just do 400,000.
Okay, 20,000.
Yeah, 18,500 in cost. The actual average, 67,000. Some of them have 21,000 in repairs and improvements, 28,000 in agent commissions, and 8,200 in closing costs.
Yeah,
plus staging, concessions, and movie. I think one big thing is a moving expense.
That's a pretty big thing.
That's a big number there.
When you look at the repairs and stuff, that's just deferred maintenance year over year over year.
I know, but I don't see 21,000 on average in repairs. No. Now in Tuolumne County, it could be a septic or something like that. I can see that, but around here, I have not seen that. Normally, what I tell people to do is take 92% of wherever they're selling the house for. That's what they're going to net out of there,
right?
As an example, and use that number to figure everything out. It's going to probably be more than that, but just use that as a round number.
Yeah, I always figure less money returned to my seller. So when there's more money, there's never a discussion about where did you screw up. If I over calculate, meaning what it's going to cost them, and then they get more money back, they're always very happy. But if I make it tight and they get less money back, they're like, where did you screw up, Mike? Well, at the beginning.
when I took you on as a client.
Yeah.
55% of sellers were surprised by the cost. 22% went into debt to cover it. Takeaway: if you're planning to sell your house, get a full breakdown of expected costs, not just commission.
Right.
Because it's really not the commission; it's the other stuff that you have not done.
Exactly.
That your agent can help you get, taken care of.
Yeah, the agent will help you mitigate those costs.
Yeah. Income versus inflation in major cities. The national median income rose to $83,730. That's up 1.3%, but still below the 3% inflationary rate, meaning that inflation is still higher than what their income went up to, right? Inflation's still 2 something. The winners, Tampa, they're up 15.5% in income to 84,114.
How'd they do that?
I don't know, but check this one out.
Okay.
Long Beach is up. We'll just round it up 12% to 91,318. I'm like, are you a homeless person in Long Beach? Because you can't afford a home in Long Beach,
no,
or rent in Long Beach, or you're renting a 1-bedroom and you have 5 people in there.
That's the thing that they're shacking up.
Yeah. Well, San Francisco, 10.3% to 139,801. Did you know that in San Francisco, 120,000 is poverty? Is the poverty?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. Well, don't move somewhere else.
Yeah.
Losers, Minneapolis. I had some people just move there. -4% to 77,732. Despite income growth in California cities, home prices are falling. San Francisco's down almost 8%. LA's down almost 7%, and San Jose's down almost 3%.
Wow.
I thought for sure LA would be down like 20%. Yeah. But the reason it's not is because those houses are still burned and they can't build back, and so they have to live somewhere else.
Well, they're going to be low income housing when the gerrymandering works for the dipshit governor,
right? And I guarantee that he's going to have his finger in part of that and own some of that somehow. Not through himself, but through a LLC, to another LLC, or another LLC, or whatever.
The guy is the freaking devil.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do.
Okay, well that's your take.
That's my opinion.
My problem is
entitled to it.
Here's the thing. He did very well. He had a lot of people backing him and everything else. Unfortunately, he did really bad for California. He might have a couple things he did well, but there's a lot of stuff he did wrong, and we need to get him out. What are you doing?
Talking like him.
Oh. You're a little delayed on over here because you're not moving over here yet.
Yeah.
Okay, next week is it. We'll get out of here. Tuesday's PAL speech, Wednesday's mortgage applications, new home sales, Thursday's jobless claims, durable good orders, and the final second quarter GDP. Friday is PCE, so that's going to be a big mover of the market. That is the Fed's favorite indicator.
Personal consumption expenditures.
Yes, of inflation.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all I have.
Wow. I want to thank Charlene Jacobs for being here today.
Who's that?
She loved us.
Oh. Appreciate that.
Miss you, Charlene. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Me too.
Right.
We'll call it a day. I appreciate everybody being here. And if you have any questions, reach out. I'm just a direct message away.
Direct message. Nick Ruckers. Oh, hey, buddy. How are you?
And by the way, thanks to everybody who's on Instagram that's joined us today and on X. Thank you for being there.
X. We're on X?
I am. Only my side of the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. We'll talk to you guys on Monday.
Weekend.
If you want to listen to us again, don't forget we're on the radio on iHeart Talk Radio this weekend on 1360 KFIV. You don't have to listen it on AM radio. You can download the iHeart app and actually listen to us that way, or just wait till Monday and go to Real Estate Jerky and you can listen to the podcast.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, Mark and Tim. Bye.
All right. Bye.